So this is a slightly different setup than what you're normally used to with me. I wanted to try standing up. I've been having some success with that with my last few paintings. I'll put images up here. So the lighting is not as good. This is more for me, to be honest, than for anything else. But I've tried to cover the main spots of the cameras. You'll see up here I've got an old painting. It didn't work out. This was from about 2 years ago now, I guess. I was trying an idea. I wasn't happy with the results, so I decided to stop and see some bits around here where I used the board for practicing other ideas I had. But today I'm going to try and turn that into a painting. I've had some success with that, just taking some old failed attempts and making something from them. So yeah, I'm going to try this again. And today I'm going to try, well, I'm just going to get right into it actually. Today I'm going to be working on trying to get a little bolder. And one of the first things I'm going to do, I've got a bunch of colors from previous other paintings, and I'm just going to mix them all together. I've been relying on this palette for too long, so I thought, well, I'll just clean it today and get a nice gray. Oh, I forget. There's another video on YouTube, and if you're really interested in watercolor, I strongly suggest that you watch it. It's called the 3 Amigos watercolor painting. And 3 well-known watercolorists got together and they worked on the same painting. It's really a fun painting. It's a long video. It's about an hour, but it's a really fun painting to watch. And they started out with just one of them just grabbed their palette and they just mixed all their colors together, and they said it makes for a really nice gray. This is kind of a warm gray, but I'm going to run with it. So today I'm going to go with a really bold sunrise, sunset, and I'm just going to grab some of that. And I've really been trying to go with a lighter, looser style of painting. So that's the goal for today. It's been sitting up there, and there's all this junk on the. I didn't realize there's a bunch of dust on the board, but that's okay. We'll make it work. So I'm going to go in and let's grab. Like I say, I want this to be bold, so got some alizarin crimson. I'm going to put that in there, right there. Okay. And I've got this. This was supposed to be a reflection of water, a puddle on the ground, but I think I'm going to turn that into a hill. So that, like I said, this is going to be a landscape. And I'm really trying to get bold here. So got some really deep colors and just really working fairly fast. So got some fresh paint that I grabbed, and we're just going to throw that in there, see what happens. So, and this is just going to be a silhouette of a mountain in the background there, maybe, with this rather bold. That's bright. That's really bright. So, but these have been fun paintings to do because it really challenges me. I'm going to switch over to a flat brush, just for a little more control. And I'm going to go in and I'm going to grab some of this, let me check my cheat sheet, ultramarine blue. And I'm just going to go up here just to darken that up a bit, but I don't want to use black because I want there to be a fair amount of color in this painting. So I've been working with bolder colors. This is pretty bold. I'm not going to do too much more to this one. Well, no, we'll see. So I'm going to grab a little bit of this alizarin over there, pull that in, and you know what? I want that to brighten up a bit. So what I'm going to do, clean off my brush there real quick, and I'm just going to grab white. Just going to grab white. I'm just going to come up here and just throw that in there. So actually, I think I had a little bit of blue in there. That's interesting. So let me just real quickly grab some more paint. So this is how I really work. So I'm just going to grab a little bit more white there so I know I've got fresh. There we go. Oop, that made a mess. Actually, that'll come in handy. Let me just grab that real quick. Fresh water. And we'll just move that back over there. Oop, actually, we'll just move that. Okay, I'll clean that up later. So, I've got some blue in there somehow. I think that was from the previous painting. But anyways, so I just wanted to brighten that up a bit right in there. Clean that off. And this right here is why we want to work with 2 things of water. So I just started this one fresh and it's already dirty. So, especially when I'm working with this amount of color. So I just want to brighten that up a bit. It's a bit too orange for me. So just gonna get in a little bit the yellow right in there. There we go. Just move that in there. Okay. And I'm going to bring that crimson down a bit. I really need some more flat brushes so I can switch between them without having to clean the brush all the time. There we go. So just want to bring that in a bit more. Okay. But yeah, I've just been really wanting to loosen up my stroke a bit, so this has been helping. And just grab some more yellow. Let's see, that's the bismuth yellow if you're actually interested in the name of the color. So I have my colors arranged like whatchamacallit. It's hard to paint and talk at the same time. But yeah, I have my colors arranged, on the spectrum, like the rainbow. So it's just easier to grab the color you want and go. I've got a little cheat sheet up here because I don't remember the names. And I found it was hard to do the videos and talk and try and remember the names. So I just put that up there and it's been helping. So okay, it's starting to get a bit heavy and I really want to dump in some more blue there. There we go. Just work that in. And more crimson, more crimson, more crimson. There we go. Yeah, this is a lot heavier use of the pigment than I usually do. This feels a lot more like when I was doing oils years ago. But it's been a good exercise. Just trying to loosen up the style a bit, especially with another painting I've been working on for 2 years now, which is very much not like this. But I enjoy the more technical side of my brain really enjoys. I want some clouds going across. Let me grab a little more of that blue and just, there we go. Yeah, this is very much against the way I usually work. There we go. Yeah, okay. I really like it when the clouds kind of move across. There we go. Just going to move that down just a little bit. Being a little gentler because I don't want to lose the contrast here. There we go. There we go. And darken that up. Yeah, okay. I'm happy with that. So at least for now anyways. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to work towards the foreground or the middle ground. I got that hill. I think I'm going to make that a mountain. So I'm just going to grab some of this gray, brown, and we'll grab some of that blue. There we go. And we're just going to start to define the edge there. don't know why I'll clean that off. I was just going to go right back in. Oh well. So you got a little bit of gunk there. Pull that off. There we go. So yeah, just going to define a nice little mountain in the background there. And then I'm going to clean that off. I'm not going to bother to go to clean water because I'm just going to use that to bring that in. Okay. And just fade that in at the bottom there. So where's my squirt bottle? Just going to, there we go. Let it do whatever it's going to do. It's really nice to let things run sometimes because it gives you a chance to just let the painting give you suggestions of what to do. So then you're just more responding to what the painting's doing rather than trying to get the painting to do something. So, okay, grab a little brown. Actually, I'm going to grab that blue over there with the brown from the brush. And there we go. And let's see. I'm going to pretend we've got some light. We're going to say that's the dark side right there, although most of it's going to be in shadow. There we go. Just going to leave a little edge where that light peeks through from behind. And we're just kind of giving it a little bit of structure. It's a suggestion. And I'm going to try, let's see, I've got that. I have to clean up my palette after this. I'm just going to throw in a little bit of white right in there. I don't want to overdo it. There we go. Just bring that down. Just little suggestions of highlight there, where the light might be bouncing off a little tree or something there in the background. And actually I'm going to grab that. Just going to say that there's maybe something back in there. Okay. There we go. And we're just going to bounce that down a little bit. A little artistic license. There we go. Okay. Don't want to overdo it, he says as he goes back again. Anyways, so just suggestions. Clean that off. Yeah, I'm really becoming a fan of the flat brushes. In the past, I was really into the rounds, but I do find you get a little more control at times with that. I'm going to work down in there a little bit just to even it out a bit. Maybe grab a couple different colors, maybe a little bit of that sap green, throw that into the gray, grab a little of the brown, just to get, as you get further down the mountains, the trees get a little more heavier, and as you get into more oxygen-rich atmosphere. So I'm just going to grab a little tiny bit, hopefully, yeah, there we go. Just grab a little highlight here and there. And I still got a little bit of white on that brush. Just going to grab that and pull. Okay. There we go. Okay, that's looking pretty good. Clean that off, clean that off, clean that off. Okay. Now, what are we going to do? Actually, I'm going to grab that big old fat brush. And there we go. I didn't like that line. I get nervous about the lines because once they're set, they don't want to go out. So there we go. Let's see. What are we going to do? I hadn't really thought this far. So I think what we will do is we will grab, is that, oh, that's pretty much set in the background. Okay. Maybe. Okay. Let me grab a paper towel here. Let's grab a paper towel, and I want a bit of a hill in the foreground. Comes right down in there, and it's probably going to come right in there too. So just kind of dry that off a little bit because I'm going to come in with, I think I want to brighten that up a bit. So I think what I'm going to do is put the brush down for a second. I do want a clean spot right there. Work with some greens, kind of some brighter greens here. But first what I'm going to do is grab that, and we're just going to grab some more of that brown gray, kind of a base, and then we'll come back and we'll move some of it aside with some brighter colors. And I want shadow over there, so I'm going to grab some of that blue, kind of a cooler color. And actually, I'll just grab a little bit of that crimson. Okay, kind of warm it up just a little bit. Okay. Grab some of that junk off to the side there and pull it out of the way. Okay, there we go. And actually, I'm going to grab some more of that over there, and I'm going to, at the same time, I'm going to bring that over here. So there we go. And before I get too far, I think it needs something. Oh, you know what that's going to be? That's going to be some water. That's going to be some water right there. We're going to grab some of that, and right there, just throw in a little bit of a reflection. I should have seen that earlier. Okay, there we go. And I'm going to grab some of that yellow, and that'll help bring some of the color back into the midground here. So let's grab some of that brighter yellow right there. There we go. That's better. And I'm going to grab some of that crimson because the middle ground, kind of towards the foreground, is going to have some green. So there we go. That'll be a nice contrast, complement. So it'll help it pop a bit. So now I've got my base colors in there, I can work to kind of blend them together there a little bit. There we go. Don't want to get too carried away there, he says with a painting that's that bright. But anyways. But yeah, just working rather quickly, loosely. That's, like I said, that's been my goal with these. So there we go. And I'm going to grab a little bit of that blue and bring those in from the side a little bit, just to pull it in a bit. There we go. And I'm not worried about the runs or anything like that. In fact, there we go. Now, I think right about in there. I want to pull that out a bit. There we go. There we go. Yeah, right there. Okay. All right. So now we want to get back into that, and yeah, I want to hit that with the. I want to keep stuff fairly wet until I'm ready for it to be where it is. So bring that in. There we go. It does look like a mess right now, doesn't it? This is what's called wet and wet. And it can be very challenging. You really have to have the right attitude for wet and wet, I've found. Okay, just taking a moment to look at it. And now I'm ready for this. Grab some yellow. Bring in some of fresh yellow there. There we go. And we're going to grab some of that sap green. There we go. Okay. All right. Now, right in here, I think we're going to do right there and right there. Okay. I'm just going to use that to help kind of define the area. And because I'm using a thicker paint, it'll move less, unless I want it to, which I'm going to do in a minute. But it'll move less, and it'll kind of help to create boundaries for that wet area. Actually, I'm going to grab some pigment. I'm going to grab some darker green. This is some Hooker's green. I'm just going to use that. There we go. There we go. Right in there. And it's going to come together right in here. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing there. We'll see. It's looking a little, let's see, one of these is going to have to be in front of the other, I think. And I choose you. So that one's going to go in front of the other. Okay. So we'll clean that up a bit. Okay, just using some darker color. It's going to be more in the shade, more in the shadow. There we go. Just blend these together a little bit. Grab some more of that blue, just to darken that up. There we go. And we'll blend these together. I have to say, with this style of painting, there's always a little feel of panic, just because of the type of person that I am. But I try and embrace it and continue forward. Okay, and I think I'm going to do some, there we go. Let me just grab a thick bit of that paint, just to define the edge and hold back some of that moving pigment right there. Okay. All right, and I'm happy with that. Yeah, pretty much happy with that. We grab some blue, go down and mix it in with this brownish color. Bring that in. Just help define that a little bit. Okay. And just use that dirty water and help pull that down. There we go. Oh, and I think it is about time. I want some trees. I want some trees. I'm just going to grab some of that sap green, some of that blue. What blue is that? That's the ultramarine. Yeah, okay. Grab some more of that. Oh, that's thick. Might be too thick. We'll see. Yeah. Just give it a little bit of a little spritz there. Okay, that's better. That's more watercolory. And let's see, I think right in there. Yeah. Just bring that in. There we go. That's just going to go over the hill there. There we go. Okay, just plop in that. Yeah, okay, I like that. Yeah, bring them up a bit more. There we go. Okay. And then we'll go back and get some more. Do the same thing over here. So, and over here we're closer in. So we're going to be way up there. Just bring in that tree right there. Got a little friend. Throw it over there. Cover. There we go. Yeah, that's looking good. That's looking good. There we go. That's looking pretty good right there. Okay. Yeah, this is just a really, like I say, it's very difficult for me to do this sort of painting because I do have a desire to control. And so that's why I'm doing it, is because it's hard. You know, it's not it's not what I usually do. So, which is fun. This, in a way, it's relaxing because I feel like there's a bit less pressure to perform because it is so loose. But then there's this desire of mine to go in and really work with it. But I'm trying to do a quick painting and just really challenge myself. I think that's just so important. We can, well, you know what it's like in life. You know, you can get into a rut so easily. And so I'm just trying to avoid that. And I'm really trying to expand my abilities. I don't think we should ever stop learning. And that's really what my goal is here. I think I'm going to put in a road. Go back into that wonderful gray. I don't know, it's more of a brown. But anyways, I'm going to do a little cut and fill here on the road. There we go. Actually, you know what? I want white. I'm going to grab some of that white. Okay. Just some straight white. I've got that water from the start of the stroke there, and I'm just going to use that, and there we go. It's kind of an old dirt road maybe. There we go. There we go. And just throw in a little bit more. Okay. And it just kind of goes somewhere. Down to the water. You know, that water could use a little something. I feel like it's not quite defined. I think what it needs, I'm just going to grab some of that gray. You gotta be real careful when you go back into a painting. I'm just going to do that. And then just there. So like there's maybe some trees or something and a little bit of mist right there. Maybe there's some mist, I don't know. Artistic license. There we go. Just wanted to define that just a little bit, but not too much. I think that's probably enough. Okay, so now let's grab some brown. Start to define. Pick up that white. Start to give a little more structure, just rocking the brush back and forth. There we go. And start to give the structure to the road. There we go. That's a big road. I think I'll bring it in with some shrubs. But anyways, let's see. Grab a little bit of that blue, that ultramarine blue, darkens it up. And we're just working from light to dark. And I'm going to try putting, there we go. There we go. Just defining some ruts and whatnot. Very nondescript. It is fairly dark, so it's going to be very loose. Detail starts to get lost in the shadows. There we go. Yeah. So nothing too extravagant there. More suggestion than anything. And then I'm going to grab some of that green that we made earlier. I'm going to start by putting that in. Again, light to dark. Just some shrubs along the road here. Maybe it's a path. I don't know. I guess you can decide in your own mind. That's one of the things we have to do as artists, is we have to be accepting of the fact that we can tell a story with our paintings, but at the end of the day, it's really up to the viewer and the life experiences they have as to what they see when they look at a painting. So. Okay. I don't want that to get too regular. I'll kind of grab that brush from earlier. There we go. Throw in some shadow. I'm always thinking in terms of where the light is coming from. So, and I'm willing to make a few exceptions if it makes sense for the piece. Let's see, we'll kind of make those kind of rounder. There we go. Okay. Okay. Kind of a high hedge. Poof. Okay. I don't know what I'm going to do over there. Maybe I do. Okay. So, and I guess we'll grab some more of that yellow. There we go. Maybe it's a field over in there. Let's see, there we go. Not everything is defined. There we go. I'm going to grab just a touch of white. Right there. Okay. There we go. Just bring that down. There's a little rise in the hill there. Okay. All right, now that spot's gonna be special. We are going to have a little house right there. A little cabin. Just using some cleanish water just to pull in a shape there. Okay. Now I'm going to grab some of that white, just a little smidge of white. Just start to define the front of our little, we'll call it a cabin. There we go. I'm just going to pull that down. There we go. And just a little bit more. Just a little bit more. Not very much. That side. It's going to be a little darker. There we go. And let's do a roof. Let's do a roof. Let's see. Let's grab some crimson. Bring it into that brown. Grab a little more of that brown. There we go. And yeah, that's a good color. Okay. Actually, I want that a bit more red. More red. There we go. Okay. Just start to put in the feel of shingles, and then right there. Right there. Okay. Then we'll come back in with some darker color and define the overhangs there. So let me grab some blue. There we go. That's a nice, beautiful purple. There we go. And we'll come back up here while it's still wet, and we'll throw in some more, and it'll blend together and mix and match. There we go. Yeah. Just grab the edge there. Pull that out a bit. Okay. Now we'll grab some more of that brown. Yeah, I guess we'll grab a little gray. There we go. And it's not fully mixed together. I'll get that overhang. There we go. Okay. There we go. That's good. I'm going to use that same color, and I'm going to clean my brush real quick here. I'm going to grab a little bit, think a little bit of orange. There we go. There we go. Kind of a brighter version of that color we used for the overhang. And we're just going to bring that in. It's going to dribble down, and that's okay. There we go. Okay. That's good. And then we'll grab, let's see, grab some blue. Grab some blue. There we go. Maybe some more of that brown. Or, oh, that's a different brown. That's okay. Just, maybe this is an old cabin. There we go. And we'll just grab, throw in some old boards right there. There we go. Just throw in some old boards. Over here, that's going to be all in shadow. So we'll darken that up some more. There we go. And pop. And let's put in a door. So just some more blue there, just to darken it up, like I said. And let's put it, actually, let's put it off to this. Let's put it there. There we go. And it's going to be at an angle. Okay, oops, I'm putting my finger in the paint again. I do like some finger painting. There we go. And now I'm going to put this brush aside for a minute. And let's see. I thought I had. I guess I don't. Yeah. Let's just grab. Oh, there it is. There it is. Yeah, I do have one. Okay. Let's just grab some white. It's going to be pretty thick. White, there we go. I'm just going to put some white right there. Okay. Someone's home. You know what I better do? Real quick. I think that's starting to get a little dry at the bottom, so we'll just throw that in. There we go. Okay. Just to avoid getting an edge where we don't want one. There we go. And I've got my old paper towel here because it's not quite a clean brush. Grab some of that yellow. Mix it with the white we made. Grab a bit more yellow. There we go. Now warm that up a bit. There we go. Okay, and we're going to let that sit. And you know what? I think there should really be another window right there. Okay. There we go. And we'll let it sit for a little bit. While it's doing that, let's see, while it's doing that, I guess we will come in, well, we're going to let that sit. I did say that, right? Yep, okay. Going to let that sit, and I'm going to use that kind of orangey brown color. I'm just going to pop in a little bit of trim. And, oh, and we need a, let's see, we need a fireplace. There we go. we got a fireplace going there. And I think we'll grab a little bit of our white. And we got some crimson over here. Kind of make up a little bit of a pink color there. And we'll say that this is a brick fireplace, so just grab a little highlight, throw it in there. Like I say, it's dark, so there's not going to be a lot of detail. But there we go. Just a little smidge. Okay. And now we need to get back to that green here and kind of define the... Oh, actually, let me grab... Where's that other brush? Where's that other brush? Da, 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 da. There it is. Let's grab some of that white real quick, throw it into our brownish gray. And we're just going to define a path down to the road. Okay. Okay, there we go. And we'll throw up some shrubs right in there. Let's grab some more of that. It's a bit too light. There we go. So that goes down to the road. Like that. Just using that to define the path. Okay, and grab some of that. Yeah, grab some of that brownish blue. There we go. And da 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 da. There we go. And then we'll work into that. You know, that needs a little more color. Let's grab that. There we go. There we go. Just move that in. It was a bit too bright. There. Bring in that green. Okay. And now we can grab the blue with the same brush, and there we go. Let's see. And grab some of that white we had. Just a little smidge here and there. Okay. Grab some of that yellow. Definitely cleaning this palette afterwards. There we go. Okay. And grab that blue. There we go. Okay. And we'll just grab... Mix that all together, get a fairly dark color. And there we go. Start over here. Okay. There we go. A nice little cabin in the woods. Just little details there and there. Here and there. Just kind of bring it all together. Okay. We need some smoke. we go. Almost like I planned it. Okay, and how we doing? It's a little long video, but that's okay. Just put a couple fence posts right there. Going over the side, just like that. And over here. There. Just like that. Okay. I'd say that's a painting. Why not? Clean that out. And I guess I'll sign this one and call it good. Oh. Grab some red. And where can I put a signature that won't get too much in the way? Probably right there. There we go. Okay. And I guess with that, I'll leave you for today. I hope you enjoyed coming along with me on this little adventure. It's a bit rough, but I was trying to do this as a quick painting, and just really wanted to work to loosen up my style a bit. So that's been my goal with these. So I hope you enjoyed that. Until next time, have a good one. Goodbye.